Now that we've graphed a couple polygons on a coordinate plane, we're going to do some critical thinking with graphing these polygons. So shape E, it has 2 points listed, -3, -2. And so I'm going to go -3, -2 and plot a point. And -6, -2. So -6, -2. I'm going to plot this point. And I'm going to connect these two dots with a line. It says that the perimeter of shape E is 10 units. Determine the other coordinates or the other coordinate points to make this rectangle. Well, we know that there are 3 lines here, and we know that when we draw our rectangle, there's going to be another 3 up here. And so if the perimeter is 10, 3 plus 3 is 6. So that leaves us with 4 left over. Oops, I'm getting ahead of myself. 10 minus 6 leaves us with 4 left over. And we have to divide that into 2 sides. So each side is going to be 2. And so what I know then is I can make a side length of 2, side length of 2. And I can put points here and here. And I have 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 3 is 8, plus 2 is 10, perimeter of 10. Or, down here it says, or we could do a different set of points. We could also go from the original line, we could go down 2, and have another rectangle that's 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2, which is 10. And these 2 points would also make shape E have a perimeter of 10 units. It'd be a rectangle with 10 units. And so the first 2 points that we plotted are -3, 0 and -6, 0. The second set of points was -3, -4 and -6, -4. So notice that my x values stayed the same for all of those points because they fall in the same line here. But our y values changed depending on where the points were located height-wise. And so then shape F. Shape F is located at 6, 1 and 1, 1. And so I'm going to come over 6, 1 and 1, 1. And I'm going to connect those 2 points with a line. This time it tells us that the area of this shape is 30 units squared. So right now I have a side length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know that area is length times width. And so if my area is 30 and one side length is 5 times my width, 5 times what number gives us 30? We can use inverse operations, or we can just say, oh, I know that 5 times 6 is 30. So the width will have to be 6 if the length is 5. So here's the length or width of 5, and then I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes and plot a point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and plot a point. And I have side lengths of 5, 6, and 6. And so these are my first 2 points. I could have at 1, 7 or in 6, 7. Or we could go down from the original 2 points and make a side length of 6 going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's my new point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's my new point. And 6 times 5 would give me a square area of 30 square units. And that point is located at 1, -5 and 6, -5. So what these 2 examples do is they really stretch our brains to think about area and perimeter and how to find different points given different, how to find different points of a shape given different values. So when the perimeter was 10, we were adding up all our sides and thinking about what 2 numbers are we going to add together, or what 4 numbers do we add together to get 10. On area, we were asking ourselves what 2 numbers do we multiply to get 30, and then using that information to graph the new rectangles and the 2 different sets of points that are possible here.